To Noah's sons, Adam, Seth, Enosh, Kenan, Mahalalel, Jared, Enoch, Methuselah, Lamech, Noah. The sons of Noah. Shem, if you've ever spent any time in the Word, you've experienced this. It's about that time where you either look farther ahead in the chapter to see how far you have to skip, or you start going to sleep if this is a late night reading. And this is everybody. I'm guilty of it too. There's been times where I get to the part where it's the names and the lineage, and it's just about time to tune out or skip to the next chapter. And one of the things I've done is committed, as I'm going through my devotionals, to read everything, just because it's in the Word, which means there's some reason for it to be there. So even when I can't really understand, and I was going through this that we're experiencing now of the lineage, and it keeps going on and on and on. And I was asking God, what's the purpose of this? And I really started to see something, that you see the Israelites were really concerned with who their family is. Oftentimes when you read through the Bible, someone will be introduced as the son of, so it's Simon, the son of John, or something to that effect. And again, to us that doesn't really make any sense, because in our culture and our time, we don't really care who our family is. Actually, we a lot of times resent our family and wonder if we're cut from the same cloth. But it was very different in these days, and it was really important who your family was, because if your lineage was a certain thing, then that meant that you had certain responsibilities, certain privileges, and it was a very important thing. And so I think part of that is lost on us. And so you see, when we actually read this and you experience it, that there's a reason for that. And even the Israelites, Paul goes on to say, when he's talking to the Israelites, says, look, is if you think that you're going to be saved because you're a Jew, then you're wrong, because God can even make stones. He can make sons of Abraham out of very stones. And so as you're listening to this, what I came to see was the fact that there's a reason why these names are in there and why they're so prevalent. And it's to help us to understand that it is really, really significant that God calls us His very children, that we literally get to claim to be the family and the very children of God. I can say that my father is Yahweh, the great I am. And that is very, very profound. And so, and it says in Galatians 3:26 that through faith in Jesus that we are children of God. That this is not a right that everyone receives. That everyone has been created by God, but we don't all get the right to be called children of God. But through faith in Jesus we do. And so if we look at this and we listen to all these names and how important this lineage is, I think that it reveals something to us again of how significant it is that we get to be called the very children of God. And so the next time you come across the names and the lineages, I would implore you to read through it and ponder on how significant it is that we get to be called the very children of God. This week coming up, we would really love for you to be with us. We're starting a new series called Table for Two. This is the table right here that we're going to be sitting at, and we're going to be talking about marriages. We're going to be doing an in-depth look, and more than just looking at it, but we're going to be providing resources and real things for you to do to work on so that we can beat down the devil who's trying to break apart marriages. And for those that aren't yet married, we want you to be here too, because it's going to be great stuff. It's going to be stuff that's going to help you to prepare for that marriage relationship. So come and join us this week, and invite some friends. If you have people that you know, friends or relatives that are struggling in their marriage, please invite them and come and join us as we start Table for Two. So we'll see you this Sunday at Connections.